Seoul, strategically located along the Han River and surrounded by mountains, served as the political, economic, and transportation hub of Korea. Its capture meant control over key roads and railways linking northern and southern regions. During the Korean War, this geographic advantage made it a primary target, as holding Seoul allowed dominance over troop movements and supply lines across the peninsula. On June 28, 1950, North Korean forces shocked the world by capturing Seoul just 3 days after their invasion. Equipped with Soviet-made T-34 tanks, they overwhelmed ill-prepared South Korean defenses. The fall of Seoul marked a psychological blow, signaling the South's vulnerability and setting the stage for UN intervention. Civilians fled en masse, creating a humanitarian crisis. During the South Korean retreat, engineers prematurely detonated the Han River Bridge on June 28, 1950, to slow the North's advance. The explosion killed hundreds of refugees and stranded thousands of ROK troops. This tragic miscalculation left Seoul defenseless and underscored the city's role as a critical choke point. Its bridges were lifelines for both retreat and reinforcement. General MacArthur's audacious Inchon landing on September 15, 1950, bypassed North Korean lines to recapture Seoul. The operation's success hinged on Seoul's proximity to Inchon's ports, just 25 miles west. By seizing the capital, UN forces cut off enemy supply routes and reversed the war's momentum within weeks, proving Seoul's value as a strategic pivot. The September 1950 battle for Seoul devolved into brutal house-to-house combat. UN troops faced sniper fire and barricades in the narrow streets. Key landmarks like Namdaemun Gate became battlegrounds. Over 40,000 shells rained on the city, mirroring Stalingrad's devastation. Controlling Seoul required destroying it, highlighting the paradox of its strategic worth. In January 1951, 300,000 Chinese troops crossed the frozen Yalu River, overwhelming UN forces. Seoul fell for the third time on January 4th, as defenders conducted a tactical withdrawal. The Chinese prioritized capturing the capital for propaganda value, proving that Seoul's symbolic importance outweighed even its military utility in the war's narrative. Operation Ripper, March 1951, saw UN forces retake Seoul through coordinated artillery and airstrikes. Engineers built pontoon bridges under fire to cross the Han River. The recapture, Seoul's fourth change of hands, proved fleeting, as the front soon stabilized near the 38th parallel. This underscored Seoul's role as a buffer in the war's grinding stalemate. By 1951, Seoul lay in ruins after 4 battles. Only 200,000 residents remained from a pre-war population of 1.5 million. Makeshift graves lined streets where children scavenged for food. The destruction mirrored Korea's division. Seoul's sacrifice became a metaphor for the war's futility, even as its strategic value kept drawing armies back. From mid-1951 to 1953, Seoul became a frontline city. UN and communist forces dug trenches along the Han River's northern banks. Artillery duels continued, but neither side risked another decisive push. The Han's bends created natural defensive lines, making Seoul a permanent buffer, a role it still plays today in Korea's divided geography. Today's Seoul symbolizes resilience, but its skyscrapers stand on the bones of war. The Han River bridges, once blown to halt armies, now carry millions daily. Korea's demilitarized zone lies just 35 miles north, a reminder that Seoul's strategic importance endures. The city's history as a battleground continues to shape geopolitics in the 21st century.